welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something different. Well, I say today, but it's probably going to take many weeks to get this done, but I'm currently standing in an area where I'm going to be building a greenhouse, and this is something that I talked about in my last video, and I am so excited because I've been wanting a greenhouse for so long, literally ever since this year, starting the garden and realizing the weather conditions aren't very predictable and that can mess with my garden. So I decided that I really want to do a greenhouse, and hopefully it'll help things grow better. That's the plan. It's most likely what's gonna happen because that's kind of how greenhouses work. They're more controlled environments, so better growing. And so yeah, I'm gonna do as much of documenting this as I possibly can. I don't know how interested my dad is gonna be in like being filmed and whatnot, or if I'm even gonna be able to remember to film. So if this is not the very best video, I apologize sincerely. Sometimes we just get working and I forget to film, and like I've never done this before either, so it'll be a new thing for me to try to remember. But today I'm on my own. I'm starting this on my own. It's a little nerve-wracking because I've never built anything like this big of a structure before, especially by myself. And I'm not doing it by myself. Like I said, my dad's gonna help me. He built a shed with my sister, like huge shed. It is so pretty, so he knows a lot. But today I'm starting by myself because he's got work, he's gone, and it's the easy stuff today. I'm gonna say in quotes because it's just leveling and digging to build a sturdy foundation, but I'm still scared that I'm gonna screw it up somehow, and I probably will, but you know, it's dirt, so it's fine. We can always put it back. I'm gonna start by outlining the section that I'm gonna be putting the greenhouse in. It's gonna be a 8x12, so it's not super big, but it's not small either, so it's a decent space. And yeah, so we're just gonna get started. So this is where I'm gonna have my greenhouse compared to where my garden is. So it's gonna be right next to it. It is pretty shaded right now because of this stinking tree right here, but once the sun kind of gets more over here, and in the morning it definitely gets a lot of sun, so I'm not too worried about it. I've been watching the sun for a while, and greenhouses trap heat really well. But yeah, this is the area we're gonna do it, and I'm just gonna start by outlining. I have rope and I have spray paint, and I'm going to measure out my dimensions. I already took a picture of them and kind of where I want it, but I might change it a little bit. All I know is it's, you know, 8x12, so we're just gonna put it kind of, I'm thinking like here kind of thing. I'll put rope down. Either I'll put rope down first and then I'll spray paint, or I'll just spray paint. My dad has these really nice like long, what is it called? I don't know. These long measuring tapes. And so I'm gonna use these because they go a lot farther than a regular yardstick. Duh. Okay, this is 8 feet here. I am actually gonna use the rope just to be able to use that more than once because I only have 2 of them. And so I kind of need to be able to remember how far it is and then use it again, so. Measure 12. This is 8 feet here. This is 12 feet here. So it goes all the way to here. So it's a pretty good sized greenhouse. And this is just like a very rough version, of course. Okay, so this is about the size that it's going to be. 8x12. I think this is actually exactly where I want it. I like the space between like the garden and the greenhouse here. And there's a good amount of space between the greenhouse and the actual woods right behind here, that you could totally get a mower through this and still cut the grass, which is really nice. And I definitely wanted it a lot, like, you see how the end of it is a lot like shorter than the end of the actual garden. I didn't want it parallel to it because, not parallel, I didn't want it flat against, what am I saying? I didn't want it to be as long as the garden because I kind of wanted it a little bit tucked away. I just feel like that's kind of cuter that way, and it's not super like in your face. Also, I just didn't want to have to take up more of the yard. There's a good amount of yard still there, and I don't want to take that up. So now that I'm actually looking at it, I don't know if there is enough space for a mower. I may have just lied to your face, actually. So I think I'm gonna move it over just like a little bit. I think I'm gonna start by spraying the corners first so that I can try to line them up, because I know I got the corners perfect. Okay. And yeah, this is like regular, don't say anything, this is regular spray paint. My dad didn't have any orange grass spray paint, but he said there's really no difference. It's just to make sure you can see, so I'm just gonna use this. Alright, so now I'm just gonna do kind of like a little, that kind of action, okay? This is a lot harder than I thought. That's straight, right? Yeah, no, that's really good. Perfect! That looks so good. Okay, we got all of the things drawn out. I thought it was that long, but it ended up being a little bit shorter. But I'd say these lines, like if you're looking at them like this, like that's a decently good straight line, wouldn't you say? And now I think I'm gonna start digging. That's scary. I don't know. See, this is the thing. It's like I feel like I need my dad. I feel like I need my dad for this because he would totally know what the next step is. And I know the next step is like we have to level it, but I don't know exactly how to level it. And my dad was saying you can get the wood so you could put the levels that I have back here, one of them over there, and put the levels on top so that you would know whether it's level or not, and then you can go from there. But like, I have to go to Menards, and Menards is like 30 minutes, that's crazy. It's like 15 to 20 minutes away from me, and I really don't want to go to Menards just to get wood that I feel like we could possibly use the wood that we have at home. I need 4x4s for the base, and so if I can find a 4x4, you know, might as well just try that. So I'm gonna try that, and we'll try leveling it, and then I think I have to start digging. I don't want to dig super far down. I think I just want to do like I'm not trying to put the structure in the ground. I'm just trying to make it level. So yeah, but I do think I'm going to take off all the grass because one, it would be a lot easier to maintain. Can you imagine how much the grass would grow inside of a greenhouse? The grass is probably going to grow a lot, and I don't want to have to keep cutting it. So I'm just I'd rather dirt, and then we could put some like either stepping stones or like those rubber mats down in between the two, like the middle of the greenhouse or something like that, and just it'll be easier. So I think I'm gonna have it all dirt. Okay, so I know these are actually 2x4s, but it doesn't actually matter because I'm just gonna stand them up like this, so it's gonna be 4 inches high. Smarts, right? Math. Okay, so I'm gonna start by kind of just doing that. And here's the thing, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I mean, I know what I'm doing, like I know what level looks like, and I know for a fact that is not at all level. Oof. I'm gonna do something that's probably not very smart or typical, but I'm just gonna start digging, and then from there, like I'm gonna start cutting, and then I'm gonna kind of dig from there, and as I'm digging I can kind of level it. So I think that's the better way to go. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Okay, so what I was saying, if it didn't make sense, I'm going to use this and cut around all of it, and then I'm just gonna start trying to level like just kind of scrape off the top level of grass. This is gonna take a long time. So we got a square cut out, so I'm just gonna try to evenly level this off, doing this kind of thing. And I don't really know the best way to go about doing this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in a wheelbarrow. We have lots of spots around our house that don't have very much grass, so these pieces of grass will be nice. Dig further down or have to add in more dirt. Probably a little bit of both, honestly. But I'm just gonna start by clearing it all, and then we'll worry about the levelness of it. So we are going to do this probably for the next hour. It's 1:40 right now, and I'm gonna try to be done by like 2:30. We will see. It might not end up getting done in an hour. We'll see how long it takes. That ended up taking 2 hours actually. There was no way I was just gonna stop at the 1 hour mark, because I was literally halfway through, if not more, and I was like, might as well just keep going. The only thing that sucks is now I have some blisters, because majority of the time I actually wasn't wearing gloves, which was probably not a good idea. Anyway, let me show you what it looks like. All right, that's literally all cleared out. We've got a lot of the grass in here. What I've been doing is I've been putting grass in here and then wheeling it all the way over to here. As you can see, there's like some spray paint spots because over here was the same. We have no grass growing in here, so I just decided to put it in here. It looks a little weird because of the red, but it'll hopefully grow, and then we'll cut it down and it'll be fine. So that's what we got done. It looks really good. I don't know what that is that's making that sound right now. I think it's some sort of animal, but I'm sorry that it's really loud. But this is all I'm gonna get done today because it is 3, almost 4 o'clock, and I'm completely tired. I'm so worn out. I'm sweaty. I feel gross. My back hurts so much from like kneeling over and like leaning over and whatever and picking up all this stuff and shoveling it. It's just, I'm so tired. So this is gonna wrap up today. I'm actually gonna probably turn this into a series so that I don't have to make a 1 hour long video. But yeah, this is just the getting started. Looks so good. I'm really excited. I am probably just gonna leave. I'm gonna check the weather first and see if it's gonna rain overnight or tomorrow or not. And if it is, I'm probably gonna do the leveling now. But if it's not, I'll probably just leave it and do it another day. So yes, with that being said, that's all the work done today, and I'll see you guys the next. It's not gonna be tomorrow because I have work that I have to do tomorrow, like actual work. So it's probably gonna be, it's some other time. It's gonna be not very like scheduled out, but I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can as often as I can. And when my dad starts helping, it's gonna go a lot quicker. But this was all me, guys, all me. My dad came by and was like, wow, that looks really good. I'm like, yeah, and it hurts. I hurt everywhere. I'm gonna go inside, clean up, I'm gonna make dinner for the family, and gonna call it a good day. So thanks so much for watching.